Awareness is very important for engagement in the OTC market. And from your own point of view, what avenues could be explored to ensure that this awareness is improved on the OTC market?
You know, the responsibility is um, shared by all the stakeholders in the capital market to create and spread the awareness to all investors in this market, especially investors who hold securities that are for public companies but are not listed. And then, secondly, the several companies that have the quality can actually meet the requirements to become public companies that will make it possible for their shares to be transferred between their shareholders without any encumbrance. And so that is the purpose of having that OTC platform. It offers a transparent opportunity or platform for investors who hold such securities to transfer their stocks to other investors. And again, the pricing system is also open, and price discovery can be enhanced through that platform. You know, so I was also looking at the aspect that concerns issuers. You see, that platform is not only for the exchange of existing shares between existing shareholders. It's also a platform through which public limited companies can actually issue some securities into the capital market, you know, and those issues can be subscribed to and eventually traded on that platform. And so the advantages are far and wide to the investors and also to the issuers. And so it's a veritable tool for capital formation in the Nigerian economy. When added to what is happening in the quoted or publicly listed market, the scope of the Nigerian capital market will be very, very broad indeed.
Well, this is very interesting. Then finally, now let's look at what would have happened if the White House and the Congress still had an impasse, and from today we had the US default. What would have happened to emerging markets like Nigeria?
No, although it's very remote to contemplate such a possibility because Americans don't act essentially in personal or ethnic or whatever interest. They act on the overall interest of the country, quite unlike what we are seeing here, you know, where it's difficult to strike deals between government and people who embark on industrial actions, you know. But Americans act in the best interest of America. So it was actually certain that at the end of the day there would be a deal because Americans will not want their economy to be crippled. But should it actually happen that a deal does not materialize before the critical point in which the apple cart could tip dangerously, then the consequences are there for the entire globe. Because we're talking of an American economy that is over 17 trillion US dollars in GDP, that is larger than the economy of the EEC, the EU, okay, and should a hiccup adversely affect the American economy, the global economy will take a downturn. We are not exaggerating because we have already seen such an event occur in 2007 when a financial crisis in the US dovetailed into a global financial and economic crisis, which we are still trying to recover from. And so if another blow from that economy hits the global economy, then the total globe will lie prostrate, and nobody knows when the entire global economy will recover from such a secondary blow. But the Americans are wonderful. They know how to act in the best interest of America, and by so doing, act therefore in the best interest of the whole world.
Thank you very, very much for the time and the analysis, Mr. David Imafidon Idonri. It's great to have you. We had Mr. David Imafidon Idonri, the CEO of Lambert Ventures. He gave us a clear analysis on the market performance so far and also the over-the-counter NSD market, which was in inception since August, and the steady progress is made, and the need for investor awareness. Also, the American influence on the global market, and what would have happened if there was a US default, which has been avoided. From the Nigerian Stock Exchange, it's been a great time for Market Watch.